What did you do?
Come off the stairs.
Alright, I'm coming, Nick. Boy, howdy, do y'all want to talk about receiving requests? We received a request to do this so fast, no joke, legit, it still had its original upload name. Like, I'm not joking here. I'll share a screenshot of it.
Dr. Dell.
Yeah, it was Dr. Dell who shared it at 3:11 p.m. today.
Dr. Dell be on top of stuff.
Oh, yeah. The original, like, the title as it stands right now is Jeff Bezos versus Mansa Musa, Epic Rap Battles of History. But when it was first shared to our Discord server in the request channel, it was Bezos versus Musa, final full res. Like, no joke. I'll share a screenshot of that with y'all. That is hands down one of my favorite things I've ever seen. Just, like, that's how fast some people are with just the gotcha. And it honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy that ERB is back. They're doing their thing. I mean, what else is new, man? It's ERB. I'm always happy to watch ERB. I mean, aren't you? I mean, I know you don't know who Mansa Musa is because, you know, Mansa Musa is
not the most historically educated person.
Well, I was made aware of Mansa Musa when I was in high school. The richest man ever in history, even by today's standards. They have equated up that the amount of money he had under him at that time, today it would be worth around $500 billion. So $500 billion back in the 1300s, the 13th, the 13th and 14th century, basically. So unbelievable. I'm still in shock by the amount of money that man had at his disposal. I mean, he wrecked economies, dude. Basically, he just came running through. He's just like, oh, money, money, money. Money! Well, that song didn't exist, but yeah, you know, you get my point. Anyway, he's going up against Jeff Bezos, who the former richest man in the world. That distinction now belongs to Elon Musk. Elon Musk, even after Elon Musk sold $6 billion worth of his stock and gave it to, I think he gave it to the UN and was just like, you said for $6 billion you could solve world hunger. Here's $6 billion. I mean, honestly, that's a pretty big baller move. I don't see Jeff Bezos doing that anytime soon. I have no love for the guy. I mean, he worked his ass off to make Amazon what it is, but at the same time, I mean, I don't like him that much. I mean, to me, he looks like a shaved testicle that gained sentience.
I think he's actually the reason that people have a problem with billionaires.
No, it's been a while, man. A lot of people have had issues with several billion. I remember
he's probably the modern reason why people have problems with him.
In a sense, in terms of like people
basically,
with
Elon
accumulated
Musk
wealth,
gets shit on because Jeff Bezos is such a big piece of shit, pretty much.
And also, a lot of people misconstrue a lot of the stuff Elon Musk. Don't get me wrong, Elon Musk is not a perfect person. He's said dumb things on Twitter, haven't we all? And
people try to use ammunition like, oh, he only did stuff because of his father's like blood diamond mine or whatever it was.
Yeah,
emerald mine.
It was
it's like, no,
mine.
He actually cut ties and didn't take any money.
He actually hated his father. I mean, honestly, you don't if you're a couch surfer, if you're couch surfing in Canada and going to college, you know, working your own way through college, your parents didn't help you, and Elon's dad did not help him in the slightest. So before anyone wants to jump on and say Elon, you know, and plus people want to say, well, how did he get his money? PayPal. He literally sold PayPal to eBay, and he got $180 million out of it. Pretty good deal, in my opinion. But again, you know, he took that money and he invested it into stuff. I mean, he almost went broke. SpaceX wasn't working. Tesla was, you know, had a delay in sales, and he almost went broke. And if it wasn't for the successful flight of the last rocket that basically they had ready to go, if it weren't for the successful flight of that and them getting a contract from NASA, they would have gone under. And Elon would be broke. Elon would literally have nothing. I think he said, like, and multiple people have corroborated it. They were like single-digit weeks away from going out of business. Could you imagine that? I mean, me, what I have here. I mean, I could imagine just like going out like that. I couldn't comprehend it, like just having that much under you, and being under that much pressure. But speaking of being under pressure, Epic Rap Battles of History. Love these guys. I always enjoy watching their stuff. Always have. I always will. Lloyd.
I'm just going to apologize in advance because
God.
there will probably
Came out of nowhere.
be a lot in this one that goes over my head and that Nate will have to fill me in on like after the video. I can't be a winner at all of these guys.
Well,
like I'm not like, especially with my brain. My brain is slow. Like I have ADD real bad.
Well,
So.
I would say Jeff Bezos has a lot more ammunition against him than for him. I would say I'll pull for Mansa Musa in this because I think Mansa Musa, yeah, he's got a pretty bloody track record in his own right.
I'll probably get most of his jabs, whereas I probably won't get many of Jeff's jabs back at him. So
fair, but I don't know. I really like. I don't know how this is going to go.
I'm just saying ahead of time. Don't blame me too hard because I've not really been informed about Mansa Musa before now. So,
and that's all right.
My bad.
It's
for being
all right.
Historically ignorant.
And hey, everyone's got their specialties, man. I mean, you're a whiz at Gundam building, and I was a student of history. I mean, everyone's got their things they're good at. So yeah, Peter, Lloyd, let's go ahead and get into this. I think Peter's the one playing Jeff Bezos in this one. I'm not 100% sure. Couldn't really tell from the thumbnail. But let's go ahead and get into this. Here we go. Apparently, this is sponsored by NordVPN. Don't use NordVPN. I use Express. But I've heard nothing but good things about Nord. Anyway, on with the video.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN.
Oh no, it is Lloyd.
Voila, by the holy Quran, I lay my hand upon. I blaze Bezos, inflict inflammatory damage on Amazon. Burn it down like when they put the cattle on. The hottest on the map since the Atlas of Catalan. King of Mali, with cold bars you can't escape from. Lyrically, I pack heat, you pack a tape gun. I'm laying the blows you can't dodge. This ain't sales tax. I left footprints in the Sahara. I know how to try. Bust dorks like .com bubbles when I hit them. Nah, you can't spit. You got that algorithm.
Oh, that's good.
Problems handle want workers that don't piss. Hire some camels. I expanded horizons with libraries and mosques while you chopped off the top of all the mom and pop shops. All you
He ain't lying.
Between the haves and have-nots. Now they ordering or living in your cardboard box.
At Amazon, our product research is phenomenal, but I've never heard your story. And I own Audible, so go dig some more gold there, Kanye West Africa. I'm hotter than the soundtrack to Battlestar Galactica. Never trade blows with Jesse Jeff Bezos. Egghead with a huge set of wavos. I thermal people on the web, the Spider-Man. You rap like a soccer mom, that's why you're rowing caravans. You're overrated, like you leave economies inflated. You're about to taste some of that salt that you traded. It's a long-term play and giving your wealth away. Cause now I feed your whole country for the price of a cup of coffee per day. So follow me like you did to the king of Cairo. You're about as hack as Saudis have hit my iPhone. You'll be more ashamed than when you accidentally killed your mom. When I make you shit your pants worse than diapers.com.
Hey yo, Lex Loser, you look like a villain at Comic-Con. You getting ate up. You should have battled me on Ramadan. When I had on my staff, you married one woman, Jeff, and she cut you in half.
Yep.
Now your new girl got them feeding me Seymour lips, and it turns out her own brother was the snitch. Woo! Fix your face. No wonder you bought Twitch. Now let me because it's more to him.
Oh.
He ain't a Bezos. His real name is Jorgen.
It's true.
But Daddy loved unicycles more to him, so we rolled out. Now that's a blue origin.
Oh God. Murder.
These days, you just as cocky as your rocket. I'm the cream of the crop. I'm on top. I'm ice cold. This Muslim just served you. Allah Mo.
Oh.
If I wanted to waste my life on desert spice, I'd watch Dune. What do we give the
Ouch.
40 billion? So what? Earning every penny back only took me a month. I went from hard dork to slick orc physique. Now I'm Lord of the Rings. take a pee. 3 years to trek to Mecca, man, you must be tripping. One click, I'll get you there overnight with free shipping. I'm hardcore.
Damn.
Top tier in the Forbes list. You couldn't
Not
even
anymore.
get top tier in 6'6". I'm schooling you like Timbuktu, eating you like Whole Foods. Your ship is held just like the dude who came before you. If you ain't fire, can't hold the candle to me. I got the flywheel flows, I revolutionize delivery. Your talent's oddly beauty like my tax. Bills, Alexa, what do we have that he lacks?
Skills.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, even though
Come on, Peter. Pick up the slack.
This video and this leak are sponsored by NordVPN.
Wait, was that John Wick?
Or John Wick?
I think that's one of their next battles.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's take a look. I need to see that again.
And this leak.
Yeah, that's John Wick. Oh, dude, and that's Zach Sherwin. That's Zach Sherwin as John Wick. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I wonder who he's gonna be going up against. Ah, it's gonna eat me alive.
Jason Bourne, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
Like, I'm trying to think who else is just like an assassin that's like really unstoppable.
Oh wait, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? There we are. Ha! We still support them, guys, as y'all should too. These guys are amazing.
What if it's John Wick versus Agent 47?
Ooh. Keanu Reeves versus Agent 47.
Because
I can dig that.
you know he could play a good 47 with his bald head.
Oh, definitely. Definitely, man. Lloyd could kill.
Yeah.
Well, every time like either one of them steps up, dude,
So-
they both kill the part.
Either I was right and a lot of the jabs towards Musa went over my head, or it was more just
Well, no,
Bezos
because
trying to do a braggadocio.
well, okay, let's go back and let's hold on. Let's finish out this. I'm not sure what else is going to be
Sponsored
shown.
by NordVPN.
It's NordVPN.
What's a VPN? Who are you?
I'm Charles Babbage. I invented the computer, and VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. A VPN keeps your internet connection secure, protects your devices from prying eyes, and preserves
Yes,
your
it does.
anonymity. NordVPN is safe, blazing fast, and lets you change your virtual location with one click.
I don't get it.
Let's say you're hunting wild
It's okay,
animals
Teddy.
on a
You don't
camping
get a
trip.
lot of things.
on.
You don't want a bunch of thieves knowing your location.
I most certainly do not.
You want the freedom to access any animal you choose.
I like the big ones.
And you don't want your internet provider to be able to throttle your bandwidth.
The next thing you know, they'll be trying to keep your brain inside a damn jar.
Try NordVPN free for 30 days today. Go to nordvpn.com/epic. Use promo code EPIC for a 2-year plan and 1 additional month free. Support the rap battles, secure your data, and explore your world with privacy.
You want to know the most
it
interesting
was definitely
fact-
worth watching the sponsored commercial.
You want to know, for me, one of the more interesting tidbits of history I learned? The skeleton of Jeremy Northam is always present at, I forget which university it is, but it's present at this university, and it's preserved inside of a glass box.
Okay.
I kid you not. I need to know which.
Who is that?
Jeremy Northam. He was a. I think he was one of the. Hold on. Let me. Jeremy North. Or not Jeremy. Northam. You.
Just type in skeleton preserved at university.
Hold on. Maybe not Jeremy Northam. Bentham. Jeremy Bentham. Where did Jeremy Northam come from? What the hell's wrong with me? Jeremy Bentham died in 1832, and his preserved remains, that's it right there.
So it's not a skeleton, it's freaking him.
It's him, yeah. Preserved remains are displayed in an appropriate box or case. And he was a philosopher, and he's preserved in wax. His skeleton is preserved in a wax form. Oh my gosh. beneath the suit, namely the Englishman's actual skeleton. Wow, bro. I love it. I love those little tidbits of history. Jeremy Bentham, not Northam. I know y'all are going to tear me up over that, but hey, there's only so much I can store up here before eventually my hard drive runs out of space. Anyway, let's go over to some of the rhymes. So, Mansa Musa won. I was pulling for him to win. He won. No doubt about it, okay? But, voila, by the Holy Quran, I lay my hand upon, I blaze... inflict inflammatory damage on. Yeah. Burn it down when they put the Catalan on the Atlas of Catalan.
See, I don't know anything about what he just said there.
Well, the Atlas of Catalan, that was basically the atlas that formed from the knowledge that was gained from his like journeys. Basically, he was a journeyman as well as a king, like a king and everything. He's honestly one of the most traveled like historical figures, and literally pack heat. You pack a tape gun. A landing blows you can't dodge. This ain't a sales tax. Reason why you know why he avoids sales taxes? Because the U.S. government uses him for surveillance. You know those Kindle Fires and Fire Stick TVs? All the information that flows through those goes straight to the federal government for their information banks, so they can learn more about you. That's why Jeff Bezos does not pay sales taxes, guys. It ain't because like he's better than everyone else. It's because he gives the government what they want. That's it. It's that simple. I know Hot Tracks made Trails Through the Sahara, so I know Hot Tracks. I like that. I like also, I bust dorks like .com bubbles when I hit them. Nah, you can't spit. You got that algorithm. I am glad. I have made that joke several times. Algorithm, like an algorithm, like YouTube algorithm, and Al Gore rhythm. Al Gore has no rhythm, so it's stupid. So I always thought that was it. I'm glad that they were able to do that rhyme and make it work. Hire some camels. I expanded horizons with libraries and mosques.
Jumped off the top of the mom and pop shop.
Which he did. Thanks again, Bezos. The haves and have-nots, now they're ordering or living your card. Yeah, so an Amazon product research. Mostly this is Bezos, like, bragging about himself.
That's what I say. He's doing a braggadocio more than, like, a diss rap.
Which, he does diss him every now and again, about the fact that Mansa Musa accidentally killed his own mother, which he did. That's historically been proven. He talked about it. I believe they talked about it in his
basically like, I never heard your story.
I own Audible.
Yeah, I got that one.
So go dig some more gold there, Kanye West Africa. Oh. Yeah.
That just seemed like that just seemed like the not the best thought out insult,
No, Kanye West Africa. Like Kanye RK. I guess how that could be seen as a diss because Kanye considers himself a philosopher and, a modern like Shakespeare, and he's not. He's just Kanye West. I'm hotter than the soundtrack of Battlestar Galactica, which
I've never watched.
No, the soundtrack for Battlestar. Well, Battlestar Galactica is good. The soundtrack is always hot. The soundtrack is always freaking amazing. Never trade blows with Jazzy Jeff Bezos. I'm sorry, Mr. Jorgensen. Egghead with the huge set of huevos. Serve more people on the web than Spider-Man. That's a good one. Roll with the caravans. You see, again, most of this is braggadocio, like you're talking about.
With occasional
jabs. There's a few jabs at him, like
the jabs don't hit quite as hard. It doesn't feel like.
No.
Okay. Economies inflated.
The inflating economies, which Mansa Musa did. Mansa Musa destroyed many economies in the Middle East and throughout Northern Africa. I mean, that's trading salt, which Mansa Musa did, giving his wealth away, which he did. But at the same time, he gave it for the glory of Allah instead of, just giving it away to, like, random people. He gave it away to the people of the faith, basically. Basically, it was a large church donation. Like, equate it to that. Country for the price of a cup of coffee per day. So, bowing me, you did to the King of Cairo. He did bow to the King of Cairo. Saudi's tapping my iPhone. You'll be ashamed. You accidentally killed your mom. Yeah. Diapers.com. Lex Luthor. That I thought that was a good one because you know the bald head, the tech savvy. Yeah, like a villain at Comic-Con. You get ate up. You should have battled me on Ramadan.
That was a good one too. Like,
yeah,
like that was a good not really a jab at Bezos, but just a braggadocio kind of zip, you know.
Yeah. Well, of course, it's like you should have battled me on Ramadan.
I'm destroying you right now, and therefore I've made this cool reference to my religion. On how you could have maybe avoided getting destroyed by me if you were lucky, pretty much.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like it's like you done messed up, and if you wanted to battle me, you should have done it whenever I was observing Ramadan.
Yeah.
Basically, too bad for you. He's just like, you should have battled me on Ramadan. A harem of women is what I had on my staff. You married one woman, Jeff, and she cut you in half.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Good. Which she did. Yeah. She took half his shit, which. Yep. You know, they were married for a long time, and, you know, she did support him whenever he was basically penniless.
Also, in my opinion, this was all the more validated by him defending himself later. In a rap battle, I don't think it's a good move to defend yourself against the jabs that are given against you. I think it's a better move to stay on the offensive. Maybe just personal opinion, but, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fed Seymour's lips, and it turns out her own brother was the snitch. Yeah, his wife's brother, his ex-brother-in-law did do the snitching. No wonder you bought Twitch. That's another good one. No, let me break it down because here's some more. He ain't a Bezos. His real name is Jorgensen. Yes, his real name is, I believe, Scott Jorgensen. Hold on, let's.
Why does he go by Jeff Bezos?
He wanted to change it because he didn't like his name. It's like what's his name? Chuck Lorre, showrunner. His actual name is Chuck Levine. He hates that name because his mother always mocked him for it, so he changed his name to Chuck Lorre instead. Let's see. Jeff Bezos. Yep, there he is. Real name. Let's see. Oh, it was just Jorgen. Okay, it was Jeff Jorgensen. I thought it was Scott. Where did Scott Jorgensen come from?
I don't know.
Hold on. Oh, he's the MMA fighter. Yeah, okay. He was the one. He suffers from tinea versicolor. I actually, you can probably see it a little bit on my arm here. I actually suffer from tinea versicolor as well. So does this guy, as you can see. Although his is very severe. This is him earlier in his career. It's not as bad. This is him now. Look at the difference. Just, Jesus. It's unfortunate.
It is, but at the same time, I kind of think it looks cool.
It does, but again, it's unfortunate.
It's it's lame that us as humans don't really get patterns like animals get, in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
And when somebody has something like that, I'm like, that's cool. They look really unique.
Well, look at him here.
It's like tattoos and stuff, you know. You have to add those manually because you don't have anything otherwise.
By the way, this is Scott Jorgensen. This is him when he started his MMA career. He suffers from tinea versicolor. This is him now. So basically, yeah, that's who I was talking about. Scott Jorgensen. I have no idea why that name's on my brain. But anyway, real name is Jorgensen. But Daddy loved unicycles more than him, so he rolled out. Now that's a blue orange. Take one small step. Profit. See, the cream of the crop. I'm on top. I'm ice cold. This Muslim just served you a la mode.
You're just as cocky as your rocket, too.
Yeah. Well, and he's right. I mean, he wanted to claim he's just we're the first humans ever.
I mean, all rocket ships are roughly phallic in shape, but Jeff Bezos' rocket ship really looked
like I was gonna say I'm reminded of that Austin Powers bit where it's like, look, honey, what's that? I don't know, but it looks like a gigantic. Penis, the male sexual organ, otherwise known as tallywhacker, schlong, or wang. Pay attention.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir, but I was just distracted by this gigantic...
The thing that I love is still just the cut in the next movie. It was like, boobs. Boobs, Ozzy. This movie makers are a whole bunch of fucking boobs. They're using the same fucking joke they used in the last fucking movie.
What fucking joke? You know, the one where they talk about the long, smooth rocket. It looks like some guy's... Johnson. Yes, sir. Oh, gosh. But, yeah. And then Bezos basically goes on the defensive. If I wanted my life on Desert Spice, I'd watch Dune. 40 billion, so what? I earned every penny back within a month. Yeah, that's
he
the thing.
defended himself against a jab.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you should do that when you're rap battling. You should be on the offensive.
Yeah, went from Hobbit dork to slick orc physique. Now I'm Lord of the Rings. Take a peek. Oh gosh, 3 years to trek. 3 years to trek to make it. You should have. We could do that overnight with free shipping. I'm hard corporate top tier of the Forbes list. I'm sorry, that information is incorrect. This fact check, like this, has been marked as incorrect by this fact checker. I'm sorry. Couldn't even hit top tier on Civ 6. Oh, Timbuktu, Whole Foods. It's like the dude who came before you. Drink fire. Can't hold. Kendall again bragging about himself. Like my tax. Alexa skills. Yeah. Alexa, what does he have that? What do I have that he lacks? Skills. Again, with the Alexa assist, that was all right.
Yeah,
but
I gotta give an overwhelming victory to
Mansa Musa.
still. Like,
yeah.
Even after going back and reanalyzing it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean,
he straight up destroyed him the entire time, and he was basically just on the defensive and recovery afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, Mansa Musa. Like, I guarantee you, if there was more, there's plenty of historical text about Mansa Musa, but if it was as well fleshed out as historical figures are now, because of the internet, because of information, I guarantee you we would have probably more dirt on Mansa Musa. But as is, it's kind of hard to compare. Bezos has done plenty wrong in his life. But anyway, I think that's going to do it. This was Jeff Bezos versus Mansa Musa. Epic rap battles of history. How did you all score it? How did it come out for y'all? Let us know in the comments down below what you all thought. And yeah, I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everybody. Peace out.